Let's talk about a few things that we do not know about the 12th house. The 12th house, as we consider, is the house of losses. But do you know that the 12th house can also bring you gains? The 12th house can bring you gains from speculative investments. It is the house that brings in a lot of, when a person invests certain amount of things with respect to the 12th house, you are losing out on the wealth at that particular moment. But that wealth can bring you income on a later date. So, the 12th house also indirectly brings you certain gains. It also brings you gains in your married life, because the 12th house relates to a physical relationship between the spouse, and so it brings forward that gain in marriage, that physical side of marriage. Yes, at a certain loss of the sperm, as Shukra we call it, for the spouse, but then it brings in a physical and a very strong binding relationship between the couples. So that is also a gain of one type. Now, when we talk about the 12th house, the 12th house is also the ending of our of our life. That is, it talks about how a person would meet his or her end. So, a good planet, a benefic, as said in Uttar Kalamrit, present there, will bring a person gains in life in terms of how their life would end in that manner. So, the 12th house is proving to be not all that dark and doom or gloomy. It does have its own share of good things. Now, when we place any planet in the 12th house, that will bring about loss, or that could also show migration to foreign places. When you have your second lord placed in the 12th house, it could be that from a very early age your family has migrated to a foreign land, because the 12th house is about the foreign land. But if the second it has not so happened, then it is important to understand that the person is likely to earn a lot of wealth from foreign lands, as was the case in Queen Victoria's chart or Queen Elizabeth's chart. Again, when we talk about, say, the placement of the 5th lord in the 12th house, if it's a good placement, it means that your children can migrate abroad, or your grandfather could have migrated from one place to another, to a foreign land, to settle and to earn well. The 12th house also shows us the kind of sadhana one can do. It can be karma yoga, it can be jnana yoga, or for that matter serving people. The planets placed there in the 12th house, or the kind of ruler placed there in the 12th house, will give us the directions. So, there are a lot of dictums during the period of the 12th house lord. It's generally said, as per Faldipika, that a person can endure a lot of losses, a person can meet a lot of insults, a person can also meet somebody who is or has to pay back to somebody from your past. Because, as I said, the 12th lord, the 12th house is closure of accounts. It is the closure of this lifetime. So, when you are paying off certain amounts to people, then it is a closure of your accounts with them. The 12th house is also relative to the income that or the extramarital affair that we see, because it is the 6th from the 7th house. So, if one is facing such a situation, it is best to end the period before the 12th lord's period ends. Otherwise, the person would have to incur losses because of the person concerned, the person involved. The 12th house has a lot of offerings for us. It would let us know a lot of things. It would let us understand a lot of deep studies, occult also, because this is the house that also can bring in sadhana. Venus placed here can make you a yogi or a bhogi. Again, I keep telling you all the time, because it would bring in a lot of deep knowledge, which can help you resurrect, which can help you help others, and also go into a very meditative phase. So the 12th house brings in luck via short term investments. The 12th house brings in luck via spouse. For others, it could also be relationships beyond marriage. For those who are wanting to go deeper into sadhana, that is also a place that the 12th house can bring in luck. And most importantly, it helps us resolve and finish off a lot of our karma. And how do you join the dots is see which planet is placed in the 12th house. You see which lord is placed in the 12th house. It brings in money also for us from foreign lands. So all that things can be connected, can be said. Now, when I look at the chart of say Yuvraj Singh, in his chart we see that Venus, which is the lord of the 12th house, which is the lord of his 9th house, is placed in the 12th house. Venus is also the lord of the 4th house for him. Venus, as we know, depends, as I told you, it talks about hospitals, it talks about resurrection, and it's placed with Ketu. And you know what? Yuvraj Singh has had a battle with life. He has resurrected, he has come back from there, and he has also made a lot of donations to, uh, funds, NGOs, and he has an NGO of his own. He's also donated to hospitals for the cure of cancer. So when you join the dots, it's the 9th lord sitting in the 12th house. It makes it very important for him to do work, charitable work. 9th house is, and travel and do the charitable work as we see it. And Venus there makes him give huge amounts of donations. So you can also look into other charts that you know, and you will be able to understand that the 12th house is not just gloom and doom. It brings in a ray of hope, it brings in money, maybe from foreign lands, maybe from short term investments, but it will give you what you need, provided you understand the Karakas and the 12th house well. Till we meet with you again, stay safe.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.